Winter is here, and that means slippery roads, and that means unsafe driving conditions because of snow and ice and slush and sloppy driving habits of other motorists. So you don't have to be a prepper to just be smart about what you have with you in your car to be prepared for possible emergencies in winter driving conditions. Now, first of all, it stands without reason that you should try to stay in your car or with your car or as close to it as possible, if possible, because just like they teach you in the Boy Scouts, the best way to get found sometimes is to just stay put. Odds are your car will be found before you will. So stay with your car if it's at all possible. Besides the obvious that most people have in their car anyways during the winter, such as lock deicer, window scrapers, or a spare tire, here is a list of top 10 things that you probably need to have in your car during the winter months. Number one, have a way to start a fire. If you're trapped at your vehicle for a long period of time, you're off the road, you're in the middle of nowhere, you may need to start up a fire to warm yourself up to stay alive. Have some lighters, maybe a flint, some matches, something that you can start a rudimentary fire with. And remember, do not make your fire too close to your car. That would be a bad idea. Number two, have a small store of food items. This is really easy. You can take a handful of protein bars and put them in a Ziploc bag and slip them right into that pouch that sits behind your seat. It's that simple. That can really help to keep you going for quite a while. Number three, a storage of water, which should be in your car anyway. Just a few drinking bottles of water stored in your vehicle, in the trunk or in driver's seats in the back. A couple of jugs of water in the trunk, something like that, just so that you have a supply of fresh water. Number four, something for building an emergency shelter if you have to. Everybody's trunk should have a couple of tarps in it, maybe some garbage bags. You can lay a garbage bag on the ground, build a tent with the tarp, with some sticks that you could pick up anywhere. It's always a good idea to have some tarps and some garbage bags in your car. Number five, various ways to signal your position. Do you have a strobe light in your car? Do you have flares? Do you have some type of a signaling mirror? Even some glow sticks, something that can help to reveal your position so that you can be spotted from a distance. Remember, if you're under snow cover, your vehicle may not be visible at all. Number six, a change of clothing. I think everybody should have at least a change of clothing in their car. A pair of gloves, a good warm stocking cap, an extra pair of socks, a pair of boots. I've always got a pair of all-weather boots in my trunk. Do you have alternate clothing in your vehicle? Number seven, keep a good solid knife in your car. I know a lot of people are going to say, where's your gun? Where's your gun? You know, if you carry your gun, have your gun. But you should always have a good solid knife in your car. A knife is a very useful tool. And you should also have very close to you a seatbelt cutting tool in your console or somewhere within arm's reach in case you're in an emergency. That seatbelt can trap you. Sometimes your seatbelt causes more problems than it solves. Have a way to slice it open that's readily accessible if you're in an accident. Number eight, some sort of a demolition tool for breaking glass. You can keep it under your seat or under the seat next to you. Something that you can not only break the glass with, but something that you can bust up your steering column if you had to, or pry open the panels, or whatever you had to do to break your way out in an emergency. Number nine, light sources. You do not want to run down your battery. Do you have flashlights in the car? Do you have votive candles in the car? Small, simple candles. And as a matter of fact, even in the winter, if you're trapped in your car in the snow, That candle can be a small source of heat. You'd be surprised. Do you have alternate light sources in your vehicle? Number 10, know where you are and where you are going. I'm always going back to this. Have actual paper maps. And I'll throw on with this, knowing where you are, to keep a portable charger for your phone in the glove box. Don't rely on your car's battery to be able to charge your phone. You never know. Do you have a portable charger, preferably a solar one, that you have in your glove box that you can use to recharge your phone in an emergency? It's really a good idea. And a bonus, because we like giving you a bonus, call this number 11 if you will. Keep a couple of 2x4s in the trunk or similar boards. And I know some of you know what I'm talking about and some of you don't. I'm going to explain this real quick. This has actually saved my bacon a couple of times where I've been off road in winter conditions, stuck in the slush. You take those boards out and put them under your tires when you're stuck, and you drive on the boards instead of through the mud or slush. It does work. As long as you're not too deep, that will work and that will save your bacon. Also, since you've got dry boards in your trunk, if you ever had to start a fire, if you were stranded with your car and could not find dry wood, you've got boards in your trunk. Also, keep an extra set of straps or chains for in case you need to help to pull someone else out, or if someone else comes along that could pull you out but doesn't have any. Also, people, remember to dress for the season. Have you ever seen an actual winter pileup? I have. And when the people get out of their cars, they're not dressed right. A lot of them, not everybody, but a lot of the people that I've seen on a couple of pileups that I've witnessed, they get out of the cars and they're wearing t-shirts and or skirts. They're just not ready. They're not ready. If they were stuck in their car and the engine ran out of gas, they would be screwed because they are not properly dressed. They don't even have their coats with them sometimes. Be properly dressed for the season. Don't just jump into your car in a t-shirt and jeans. You never know what's going to happen. And since I just mentioned it, make sure you're not going to run out of gas. Keep your tank full as often as possible during the winter months. I hope you found this list interesting. If you have anything you would like to add to the list, feel free to post it in the comments section down below. It could be helpful to other viewers. It could be helpful to me. You never know. Please do give the video a thumbs up. Always appreciated. Share it if you can and subscribe if you are new. Check out some of the other videos for more interesting content. If you would like to help the channel out, you could simply let the ads run. You don't have to pay attention to them for it to work. And if you wanted to do something more substantial to help out, there are links for that down below. Every little bit helps, and I sure do appreciate it. So that being said, as always, stay frosty, folks, and thanks for watching.